Hi, in this course I'm going to teach you a complete course on how to repair LED bulbs or lamps. So this is basically a full course where you can find everything you need to know about LED bulbs or lamps repairing, step by step, including the components, its schematic, how to use multimeter and check, test the LED chips, how to fix it using the solder iron and without solder iron. I'm going to give you many tips and tricks, etc. So let's get started. So basically this is an LED bulbs, as you can see, and if you focus here you will find that all chips are connected to each other. All chips are in series. Okay, that's why if just one chip is failed or broken, all chips will stop working. Why? Because all chips are connected in series, not in parallel. This is basically the schematic for every LED bulbs. As you can see, we have plus and minus, and we have all lamps or chips are connected in series, as you can see. Do you see? If we suppose, for example, that this one is failed, the whole bulb will stop working. Okay? As I told you before, because all LEDs are connected in series. So now let's see a little bit the component. Here we have the input voltage. As you can see, we have two terminals. And this is the driver. This is the main IC here. As you can see, the driver, the current driver that adjusts and divide the current for all chips. And here we have a resistor for protection. We have here inductor, and we have here, as you can see, an electrolytic capacitor that has the purpose to filter the voltage in order to get a continuous voltage. Here we have for 47 microfarad, 400 volt. Okay, the maximum voltage 400 volt. And of course we have here a ceramic capacitor that will remove the noise in the bulb. And as you can see here, all chips are connected in series together. Okay, so if just one chip is failed, the whole chips will stop working. So let's use the multimeter. Let's choose the continuity option and check the continuity between these chips in order to make sure that all chips are connected correctly. So let's check between positive terminal at the first chip. We have continuity. We have a low resistance in the multimeter, means connected. Let's check these two also. As you can see, low resistance means connected. Let's check the other two LED. Low resistance means connected. Let's check this also. As you can see, low resistance. So let's check this one also. As you can see, we have the path. You should always follow the path here. We should get a low resistance, as you can see, in the multimeter, and so on. Okay, so all chips should be connected together, means the path is okay. Then the first step in order to repair this bulb is to make a visual inspection, because just using your eyes you can identify the failed chip. For this lamp it seems that all good, but for this one here, as you can see, if we use the visual inspection, as you can see, this chip over here seems to be a bad one. As you can see, do you see? This seems to be a bad one. That's why the visual inspection is very important step. So we have two methods to isolate the failed chip: using the multimeter or using the power. Using the multimeter, you can check the continuity between chips and of course check the resistance of each chip. You will find the same resistance for all chips. And using the power, I prefer using the power directly, because in order to gain the time, because this method is a very quick method. So let's check this bulb first. Basically this bulb is failed. Let's check it. Oh, this bulb seems to be good. Normally in the first time it is bad. It's not working. So here the problem is not the chip or the LED. The problem is these two terminals, the input voltage, the terminals that gives the voltage for the bulbs. As you can see, I touch these terminals, so maybe one of these terminals in the first time is loosened, and when I touch it using the probe of the multimeter, it becomes connected. That's why the bulb becomes a good bulb. Okay, because the first time it's not a good one, but when I touch these terminals, it becomes serviceable. So let's check the second one. So let's check this one also. Using the power, nothing happened. We connect the power, but the bulb is not working. Means we have a bad chip here, maybe one, maybe two. We're gonna fix the problem. So let's check. First, you can just use the probe of the multimeter or any thing you have in order to press a little bit this chip. Press it a little bit, because sometimes these chips are desoldered. When you press it like this, the bulb works. So we should check all this chip in order to be sure that all chips are connected correctly to the motherboard. Then we're gonna use now the magic trick. As you can see, this wire, we're gonna use this wire in order to identify and to isolate the failed chip. This is a simple wire. So let's begin with the first one here. So nothing happened. The second one, nothing happened. So let's switch off the light. Okay, now it seems good in order to see the light correctly. So nothing for the first one, nothing for the second one, the third one also. So the fourth one. So let's check again for. So here we go. Here we get the failed chip, as you can see. So the fourth one here is the failed one, as you can see. So let's check again, as you can see. So here we go. We find the bad chip, as you can see. So what should we do right now? We should fix this chip using two methods: using the solder iron or without solder iron. Okay. So let's mark this chip, as you can see. So we can use the soldering iron, as you can see, and fix the chip, or the easiest way that I prefer, because all beginners don't have the soldering iron, we can use just a wire. It's not like this wire, basically, but a thin wire in order to connect the terminals of the chip, or we can use this aluminum paper or even the pencil. Okay, because the pencil is a conductive metal. Okay, so when you make like this for the pencil, as you can see, so you can use the small parts, as you can see, of pencil and make connection between terminals of the chip of the LED. This is a very important step, but for me, I'm going to use the aluminum paper because this one is serviceable for any one of you, and I prefer this one. So let's cut a little bit of aluminum paper like this, for example, just a little bit. So first we should remove the chip in order to get to two terminals. So let's remove it using a cutter or any tool you have, as you can see. Now we get to the two terminals. As you can see, now two terminals are visible. And then, as you can see, let's put the aluminum paper over these two terminals, as you can see. And then we're gonna use a small piece of tape, as you can see. Okay, now the two terminals are connected together using the aluminum paper and a small piece of tape. Now let's plug the power and let's check our bulb. So as you can see, this is the bad one here. So here we go. Okay, nice work. Do you see? Very nice work. Our bulb back to life. So as you can see, you can do this for every bulb you have. So please, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe, share and like the video, please, because your engagement motivates me to create more and more videos for you. And see you in the next video.